IndiGlobal Media Network.
Good morning, sir. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Good morning.
Sir, before we start, could you please give us a brief introduction about yourself?
I am presently the Pro-Chancellor of Sreenidhi University, which was established with the approval from Government of Telangana. Before that, my journey is 60 years of technical education service in India. My journey started with REC Warangal, the first of its kind in India, which is presently known as NIT system. So I was the first batch student of NIT Warangal, and fortunately I could get first rank in all the branches of engineering which are offered by NIT at that time. So because of my high ranking, I could get admission in the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore for my post-graduation. Then I have joined back NIT Warangal as lecturer, and after working for about 7 years there, I moved to Usmania University as an associate professor, then eventually became professor. In the meantime, there was an Indo-Indian Technical Cooperation Agreement in which the teachers from India were requested to go over there and teach the subjects in engineering and technology in Algerian universities. I went there. It was quite challenging because the medium of instruction is French, like what we have in India, English. But it was a French colony. I worked with the Algerian government for a couple of years, and then I moved into an overseas contract of Stevens Institute of Technology, USA, which are providing overseas services to the Algerians in training various personnel required. And this was made possible because most of the industries which are established, mostly petrochemical, these industries were started by American companies, and the Algerian government wanted to have the maintenance of all these plants. So for maintenance, earlier there used to be only Americans, but they wanted to have a training program for Algerians so that they can take over the maintenance responsibilities, so that it will have some employment for their own people. At the same time, the cost of the maintenance will be going to be less. So I completed the contract of 5 years with them, came back to India because of some family responsibilities, and I was offered Professor of Mechanical Engineering position in CBIT, the first college which was started under a private institution. I worked there for about 10 years, and 3 years are as a principal, and there was a move of various private agencies to start colleges in 1987. And at that time, I myself proposed another institution in the campus of CBA that is now taken the shape of MGH. The owners of the group, they wanted to also start an engineering college. So I was invited to prepare all facilities, etc. for instruction so that we can get approval from KIC. So there, then after getting the approval, those people from Sreenidhi group, they wanted me to be at least for 2 more years to have a base completely created. But yeah, our management of CBIT has accepted, sent me, but there was no return back to CBIT. So I have been working for the last 28 years with Sreenidhi Institute of Science and Technology as a founder principal and executive director. Now working as a pro-chancellor for Sreenidhi University, which is a new undertaking which is taken up. So all this actually has taken 60 years of my service, which I explained. Thank you.
Sir, according to you, in simpler words or in your opinion, what do you think would be the future of the education system?
In this regard, I like to first explain to you what is happening in medical education system. In the medical education system, the students are taught for about 1.5 years in a medical college, and during which time the students are also sent to have various facilities, etc., etc., and also to be attached to the doctors there. Then from third year onwards, they are exposed to medicine, surgery, public health, etc., etc. In the hospitals, with teaching done by the same people who are experts in those areas. So, a subject in surgery is taught by a person who is surgeon himself, and in the process, there was always practical orientation for the students of medical education. So soon after they complete, they go through 1 year of internship and they are ready to earn something on their own. But when you compare technical education with medical education, there is enormous difference. There is no factory or there is no establishment attached to the engineering colleges. Whereas in medical colleges, many hospitals are attached. So there is no place where the theory that they have learned in the college can be applied in industries. That sort of tie-up is not existing, and hence the industries are always thinking that engineering colleges are not providing people who are industry ready, but they are providing only half-baked products to whom they have to give training, which is a costly thing for the industry concerned. Nearly 1 year of orientation program and training in particular skills they take, and it costs a lot of money. So that is the reason why industry is criticizing the institutions. They want to reduce the training costs which they are incurring in the industry for fresh graduates. So this aspect must change. Earlier there was nobody asking that your student who is coming out must be industry ready. Presently, it is that only which is actually leading, and there are a lot of discussions which took place, industry institute interaction, so that the deficiencies which are there in technical education system can be reduced. So those meetings always ended up in a blame game. Industry is criticizing that the institutions are producing only half-baked products, and the institutions are criticizing the industry. What is that you are doing so that we will be able to make somebody as an engineer to come out to be industry ready? So there is the most of the cases they are ending up as a matter of fact in a blame game only, but there is no activity, no action plan started by collaboration between industry and institutions. So my feeling is there is a fast development of technology that are taking place. If you take software industry, we have AI and then machine learning, deep learning, etc., including SAP, so on and so forth. And the teachers who are teaching those subjects, they are not exposed any time to those courses. During their study time, it was simply only some software development, etc., but not the new technologies which have built up in the recent past. So, unless the industry comes forward to make the teacher empowered, trained to understand, assimilate, and teach the students, then there is gap is going to be further increased. So what I am actually telling in various fora, and today also I am going to present an action plan. The action plan is first the industries must train the teachers. There must be immersion training, not only theoretical instruction but also practical instruction, practical work. So that those teachers will be able to teach the students in the new technology areas, and they will be more or less industry ready. With a little of orientation, probably they will become, you know, uh, capable of working in projects. This is a very essential thing. So there are two groups. One is industry, the second is technical education system. But these two are not cooperating. So what we are going to request is the government to make these two people to work together, and hence a solution can be obtained for reducing the number of students who are rejected. So that is the essential thing which has happened. So there are three groups. One is technical education group, another industry group, third is government, like task. And this will be three pillars of new technical education. And when you have got three pillars, there is going to be stability. Then only there will be a solution for the problem that has been existing for the last 50 years. It is much more difficult today.
Before we wrap up, sir, could you please give us advice or a key advice for the education missionaries according to you?
IndiGlobal is taking a lot of initiatives to bring together the educators, the government organizations, and also industry people. So IndiGlobal may take leadership in this. The unit that is working, let us say in Hyderabad, they must have a proposal given to government, a proposal given to either task or government agencies, and then bring the industry people like NASCOM and technical institutions to see that the action plan can be initiated. So in this regard, the work that will be done is going to be by IndiGlobal is going to be enormous, and that will change the pace of technical education system and hence the economy of the state and also the country as a whole.
Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations again.
Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity to give an idea about what exactly I am dreaming of. I want to have this particular change to happen before I breathe last. Thank you.
IndiGlobal Media Network, taking innovation, collaboration, and growth to the forefront.